Art to me is a creative process, and you can't really describe how you feel till the very end when you have something that nobody else could do. I mean, I think that's the creativity that goes along with it. To me, just feeling the end, the conclusion, where you have a masterpiece, you could really proclaim that that's one unique art piece that nobody else has ever produced, that nobody else has ever seen before, and you are the creator and maker of that art piece. There's multiple artworks that have been done and have been replicated. What I work with is original artwork, and we have in what it's called as modern Islamic art today, that it has become like this field of replicas that have, you know, stormed the market in the last 10, 20, 30 years, and actually have taken away the creativity and the spirit of making art in the Muslim community. Instead of producing an artwork, they usually buy an artwork that's 99 cents, you know, and they put it on their walls, and we say, how could you define, or how could you put the name of God and a price tag that is, you know, we define it as cheap, together. You know, it has to mean something. It has to be sacred. It has to have a value to people, and that's what I try to do, is to create original artworks that have value to me and to people as well. My artwork, what it is just basically trying to write something over and over in different ways. Hence, you will find a lot of the work that I do, the word Allah, just a simple word, I have been able to write it maybe over 100 different ways. Those who look at my artwork or purchase the work that I have produced, I want them to actually feel that there was an individual who, you know, and I could share with you that it's like you give away a very important, you know, it's like a relative leaving your house, or a guest who has arrived for a few days that you've worked with and being very close to that artwork, and then suddenly that individual is going to leave and you're going to be sad, and then truly that's the feeling of having a person walk away, just like an art piece. So I want them to understand that this is something that you care for, and this is something that is sacred. So my way was to actually come up with a unique style that's not something that has been already done. That's what my work, the intentionality is to come up with something that defines us as Americans, but also has that tradition, culture linked to being a Muslim Arab. That actually links us to the Islamic art tradition, and that's, you know, 1400 years of history and tradition and culture that we are part of. If you're going to make it, you're going to be serious about it. Like, you're going to make sure that you do an excellent job. It's just like you know, you take pride in it. The idea behind creating art is not just art for the sake of art, or art as a business, to say, and then those are good things to remember, but I think American Muslims have to take that as producing all these artifacts that are going to define them. When people look back and they say, what did they produce? These are the artifacts that we could look at. When we look at the Muslim tradition or culture or history, you know, two of the architectures, or three I would say, Taj Mahal, the Dome of Rock, Alhambra Palace, you know, all these stand out as a testimony to, or testament to, the greatness and the achievement of these artists and artisans who worked on these things. And I think similarly, we have to, American Muslims have to start producing this, you know, actively engage in the culture making process, and this is what to me the Islamic artwork and art industry should be all about.